I gotta doing the most. I gotta doing the most. I gotta doing the most. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most. Bend the thing over, girl, I wanna see. Do the little dance, you wear that for me. I ain't gon' judge if I get it for free. I won't be mad if you charge me a fee. OMG, I'm in love with your body. Have you ever thought about working it honest? Girl, you better not miss Pilates. Get to the bag and I heard for money. Only hit me up when you in the fuck. Ain't in your feelings, not looking for love. The fact that I ain't met you in the club, that let me know that you knew what it was. You ain't got a man and ain't looking for one. Can't take you serious if we having fun. Oh, that's your ex, you ain't seen him in months. I gotta doing the most. 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 Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most.
Look top out the way. I know you know when I'm calling you up. Give me that little baby, I know what's up. I cannot just cause I'm running it up. Runs when they catch it up on your body. Hot to my ass, specific different. You know that you poppin'. I'm all on guns, baby girl, and I'm starting to doing the most. All this money, little shawty on go. Got a section in area 4. 4 is an area code. Take the number and pass to the bro. Made the money and ran on the hoe. Ran hit the flow and I tell her to go. Tell her to go. Go, she doing the most. Go, let's go. Only about doing the less. I only hang with the best. Talk to me, better talk with your chest. You think that I'm just impressed, but really I woke up fresh. Really I woke up like this. I don't have to call it the press. Yo, girl grew up out of a nest. She do the most, yeah, she a pest. She do the most, yeah, she a bug. But I probably still give her some love. That's why I be in VIP coolin', cause you won't do too much in the club. Niggas not moving like us. Shut up, you doing too much.
I gotta doing the most. 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 Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I gotta doing the most. Doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most. Most, 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 most. I gotta doing the most.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yo, listen, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Right? Hold on. Make sure that my microphone on. All right. So I wasn't even planning on doing a live today. I was supposed to go live last night, but some shit had happened, man, and it, you know what I'm saying? Life, you know. But nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. You know, we here and we're gonna make it do what it do. So I had to catch up on this one because I was gonna do one last night. So your boy is not fully prepared. So what we gonna do is we just gonna wing it. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, sometimes this actually turns out to be some of my best shows. So hopefully everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Today is April 9th, 2025. And yes, my birthday is tomorrow. Your boy is about to be 34 years old tomorrow. So so 34 years old, chapter 34. I am very, very excited. And as a lot of y'all know, I've been on a weight loss journey ever since January 1st. And I have weighed in today, and your boy is officially down 19 pounds. Damn, you know what? I'm not even prepared. Where's my damn where's my hand clap? All right, you know what? We gonna fix this hand clap thing just a little bit later. But your boy is officially down 19 pounds. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm trying to. Damn, what my thing at? Come on now. Well, here we go. Bro, I swear, bro, I think that liberals are like some of the most stupidest people on this damn planet, man. But what can we do? All we can do is pray for these people, right? All we can do is just is continue to pray for these people. No, we ain't doing that. We need some hip hop. Yeah. All right. Anyways, so we got a few topics that we're gonna get into today. Pro-life activist lady gets punched in the face by a damn hyena who completely had lost her damn mind and just go and just punch this lady in the face, which is crazy. Um, this might seem like a bit of a fast show, because I'm gonna be running through these topics quick. But I made a promise to myself that I was going to go live today, and this was the only time that I found time. And actually, this is my very first this is my very first daytime show, so it's gonna be interesting. But we got to talk about Stephen A. Smith. He planning on running for president, which is I think is a horrible idea. Pro-life activist lady gets punched in the face by this damn hyena, just like I said before. And we're gonna talk about Terrence Howard, man. Has any man out there tried to take y'all's booty? And I'm talking to the men out there. Has any man out there ever tried to take your booty? I hope not. You know, I don't condone violence, but that right there definitely will make a ninja get violent. Oh, hold on. All right, let me see if I can get this together. Yeah, we going right here first. Yeah, we going right here first. All right, let's talk about it. So this young lady, it looks like they are in Bronx, and I'm guessing the Bronx, New York, because anytime that I've seen videos and street videos and things like that, you know, where it looks like they're at, it kind of looks like the Bronx. Now I know for sure that they are in New York, but me knowing how women from the Bronx react to certain things, because my entire mom side of the family is all from New York. Every last one of them is from New York City. So I know how they act up there in New York, and this is definitely some straight New York stuff. Let's get into it though.
And I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Look at this bitch. All right, let me start it from right here.
You have a channel?
Yeah, we're doing.
I'll go ahead and edit that part out. But anyways, so this is the young lady right here. They are in New York, and yeah, so they were having a conversation about abortion and about women's rights and things like that. And this lady right here, the heavier lady, she couldn't take it. She didn't like the facts that this other young lady that's in the blue, this beautiful young lady, she couldn't take the facts that this lady was dishing out. And you know, most of the time, whenever you are interacting with black folks and they don't like something, what usually happens? it leads straight to violence. It goes straight to violence, and it happens a lot more, and it happens a lot more often than not. Let's get into the video though.
Some interviews today.
I love your skin tone too.
Thank you. Such a good vibe.
Of course.
Well, awesome. So we're asking people's opinion today on Planned Parenthood. Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what they provide?
Yes. Abortions.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Safe abortions.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know any other services that they provide?
I know, like, to teens, if you're under 18, you could get like birth control, condoms, counseling. They offer a lot of, beneficial things that the youth really should use right now.
Okay. So you have a pretty positive view of Planned Parenthood.
I mean, majority. I don't know. Is this like a yes or no? Am I
It's
wrong?
your opinion.
But yeah, that is definitely my opinion. I feel like, especially as teens, people get caught up in things that they really don't want to commit to for their entire lives. So, if you get caught up with the
Now, to be honest with y'all, I have not seen this entire video. So I've just seen clips on Instagram and things like that, on Instagram, Facebook, but I got a feeling that this is going to be a pretty interesting conversation. And I'm actually really excited to see what led up to this young lady. Oh, dang, I done hit the mic. But anyways, I'm actually excited to see what led up to this lady getting punched in the face.
wrong guy, you think you're in love, and then whoop, now you stuck. Not stuck, but you're stuck with a baby for the rest of this time, literally the rest of their lives and your life, if you're that kind of mother, because some women just don't have it in them and they abandon them and abuse them and all kind of shit. And it's like, girl, just get rid of it if you know you're gonna do that.
Get rid of them. Why not?
Yo, listen to this shit. See, for people to say to just get rid of it, right? Like, let's be honest, abortion is murder. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no way around it. Like, this is a living, breathing thing that is inside of your stomach. And whenever I hear people say stuff like, you know what, just get rid of it. Like, you don't need it. It's like, I think that's so that's so fucked up. Like, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if it was a child, right? And a child had got R-worded, we'll just say R-worded, and now she's pregnant with a baby. I don't believe that child should be forced to have that baby, right? Or if a woman is R-worded, I don't think that woman should be forced to have that baby if she does not want it. But for her to just say that for her to just say that you had thought that you were in love with somebody, and now all of a sudden it didn't work out, but now you're pregnant, so now let's just get rid of it. Like, let's just get rid of the baby because this relationship did not work out. I think that that's some of the most idiotic, crazy, most disgusting shit that I've ever heard. This is a life that we're talking about. A whole life, a whole baby. I'm gonna let him finish.
Just give them to another family. That's good.
No, but exactly
Facts.
that, and that's another option that Planned Parenthood offers. So it's like, if you know that you are not the being who can provide for this child, then there are alternative options out there for you. So I definitely understand why people do abort children. Don't have babies that you don't want. Don't have babies.
Yo, what type of shit is this? Hold on, wait. Yo, she said, don't have babies that you don't want. How about just be more responsible? Right? Just be more responsible. Now, granted, yes, mistakes do happen, right? I've been in situations where, where I thought, that my pullout game was 110%. And sometimes when you up in that thing and you just be feeling too good, like, I get it. But I got lucky in those situations to where I didn't have a child with a woman that I wasn't planning on spending the rest of my life with. But the majority of these abortions that are happening, these are not mistakes. These people know exactly what they was doing and when they was doing it. And to be honest with you, a lot of people know exactly who they are doing it with. They know that the person that they are sleeping with ain't shit. A lot of times, these women know that the person that they are sleeping with is not going to stay with them. Hell, yo, I know this one girl from the east side. I'm not gonna say her name, but if anybody is from OKC and y'all come across this live, there's this young lady that had 3 abortions, right? And these were all dudes. So 2 was a one night stand, and 1 was just some dude that she had met at the freaking club that she was talking to. And my people from OKC, y'all know exactly who I am talking about. East side, shout out to her. But yeah, like man, like these people, like people know, they know who they are laying down with. They know for a fact.
That men are telling you in front of your face that they do not want. I wish them would stop doing that. Like it's like a plan to.
Why don't they just stop having sex with people they don't want to have a child?
Amen. Shout out to this lady right here. Shout out to this lady. And yes, I have seen her before. I've seen this lady before. I cannot remember her name, but she be dropping some facts.
That too. To me, it's always pro-choice, your body, your life, because baby, that baby is gonna be a baby.
It's a baby.
Yeah, and you're gonna have that baby
person.
forever. So
Yeah. Well, do you know that Planned Parenthood gets nearly $700 million of our taxpayer money every year?
700
Oh,
million.
we.
I mean, honestly, I can't go against Planned Parenthood.
700.
Can't. $700 million for how many single mothers?
Of our money. But they're not giving it to.
Hold on. Does she think that money that Planned Parenthood gets goes straight to single mothers? I hope and pray that is not what this young lady thinks. That money is not for single mothers. That money is for abortion. That's exactly what that money is for. And a lot of people don't even know where Planned Parenthood had even started from. Like Planned Parenthood is not a gift to the freaking other right black community. It's not a gift to the white community or Mexican community or some bullshit like that. Planned Parenthood started to eliminate the black race. That is how Planned Parenthood had started. Planned Parenthood was created by a racist woman who hated black people. She was like Bernie Mac in Menace to Society. I hate my gums because they black. I hate the road because it's black. This is the lady that had created Planned Parenthood. But then when you see women of color, like this woman right here, and God knows the amount of black women that I see on Instagram and on Facebook and on TikTok praising Planned Parenthood. I mean, just straight up praising it. Like going out and getting an abortion is a great thing, right? Black people, well, black women, Planned Parenthood was made to destroy you, to get rid of your race. That's what Planned Parenthood was brought out, was actually created for, was to get rid of us. But we're going to keep it going.
Mothers, though.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to just, single out where it is that our tax dollars go, then the police, respectfully.
So it's really interesting because since 2010, prenatal care has been down for 80% since 2010 at Planned Parenthood. Adoption referrals. So this is why this is research straight from their yearly report of 2022 to 2023, I believe it is. And so they're 501c3. They have to tell us what they do every single year. So this is straight.
Which should be any union corporation. If we are paying tax dollars towards you, I need to know that you are doing the job and doing it correctly.
Right.
Now that I do agree with her. If we giving you all this money Listen, hey, we better know for damn sure what's going on. I need to know what's happening. Where's the money going? Who's the money? I need to know everything. You better tell me everything. I need to see all the books, everything that is being written off. Let me see it.
But let me continue to tell you. So the STI testing and treatment down 15% since 2019. Client numbers down overall 34% since 2006.
Nobody has insurance. I don't have insurance.
Donors down 21%.
How fucking ignorant is this? She's out here yelling out that she doesn't have insurance like it is a good thing. What the hell is going on? Yo, anybody that's out there watching, please make sure that you have health insurance, life insurance. Don't be like this young lady right here, standing outside yelling about the fact that she does not have insurance like it is a good thing. Take care of yourselves, people.
Contraceptives down 44%, breast screenings, manual breast exams down over 80%, and you mentioned adoption. They commit 228 abortions for every one adoption referral. So why are they getting so much more money yet all of their services are going down?
The services are going down because people are afraid. Women,
what are they afraid of?
Women don't know. They don't know what they're exposing their bodies to. A lot of people, especially behind abortion, there's a stigma.
But their abortions are going up. So they used to have this slogan where they said safe, legal, and rare. That's what we want. Safe, legal, and rare abortions, until it was exposed that a lot of these facilities were requiring abortion quotas. So the more abortions each facility did.
That's sad as hell. That is sad as hell. Yo, think about this, right? These places have abortion quotas. So whenever you go into a Planned Parenthood, and let's say if a young lady is not sure if she wants to have an abortion or not, right? The fact that these places have abortion quotas, right? Walk with me. Walk with me. How many times do you think a young lady had walked into a Planned Parenthood and she don't know what to do? How often do you think that they are going to offer that young lady adoption services? How often do you think that is? I don't. 9 times out of 10, the shit is not happening. It's not happening. They're gonna offer that lady first things first, an abortion pill. And I've actually seen this happen with my own 2 eyes. Now y'all forgive me. I was dating a young lady. This was years ago, back when I was a fucking idiot and I was a simp. I'm not gonna lie. Men, we have all been there. Men, we all have simp for a female that we knew that wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, but anyways. So there was this young lady that I was dating. This lady had 5 kids by 4 different men. But let me repeat that. She had 5 kids by 4 different men. And when I met her, she was pregnant with her 6th child by a 5th man. Right? And at the time, I was going through some shit, you know what I'm saying? Your boy was homeless for a little while. And me and her was talking one day. And she was like, "You know what, Kev, I really don't know if I want to keep this baby or not." You know what I'm saying? And me being the young man that I was at that time, which this is something that I never would do. She said that she's thinking about getting an abortion. So I'm like, yeah, okay, like you know, like whatever you want to do, I support you. You know, gosh, I was a fucking idiot. So she set up an appointment at the Planned Parenthood that was not too far away from where she lived at, and as soon as we get in there, there was no type of adoption talk. There was no type of talk about how about we try to try to change your mindset, or maybe like, do you not want the baby because you're worried about the fact that you won't be able to pay for it? You know, like just like there was none of that. It went straight to, okay, so how long have you been thinking about this, or do you want to? There was no talk about any type of adoption, nothing. It was all about the procedure. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. That was what the entire procedure was about. Matter of fact, you know what? I need to get my drop right, man. But that was the entire procedure. And men out there, do not date women who have 5 kids by 4 different men and has another child on the way by a 5th man. Don't do it. Don't do what I did. I was a fucking idiot. Let's go.
The more like praise that they would get awards. And so it's really interesting. That doesn't really make it seem like they want safe, legal, and rare abortions.
How many people can you think, or are you going to assume, will literally abandon their children with no repercussions from the state?
No, it's called safe haven baby boxes. We're at a fire station or hospital. You can leave your baby and the mother doesn't have to do anything with it. But that's better than killing her baby through abortion.
Absolutely. That is a whole lot better. A whole lot better. I support that more than going down to Planned Parenthood and just telling them to just, hey, you know what? Suck this baby out of me. Suck it out. Suck it out just like I sucked. You know what? I'm not going to go there. Y'all almost got me with that one. I'm not going to go there. Let's let her finish.
Right?
No, ma'am.
It's not better to give your baby up to a family who wants them instead of killing them?
No, ma'am.
Yo, listen to this lady. She said, is it better to drop your baby off at a fire station so that your baby can still be taken care of and that it can grow up and have a good life and things like that? She says, that's not better. We should delete the baby instead. What type of shit is that? And this is how a lot of, now I'm not going to put it on all women because we all know that it's definitely not all women, right? I know some very, very, very good women, but women like her, women like this lady right here, these women are nuts.
I've seen so many stories and countless, literally, like countless stories.
What happens in an abortion?
They literally suck the life out of you. They're going to take the whole baby out. And as they should, because I shouldn't be a taxpayer paying child support and food stamps and WIC for
you
women
should be a
who never
taxpayer
wanted the
paying
baby.
for abortions?
Exactly. But as for a woman who didn't want the...
Yo, she didn't even catch that. Yo, she made her look so stupid. So she's saying that we shouldn't be paying for a baby to be on food stamps, WIC, and things like that. But she don't understand that whenever these women go in there to go and get these abortions, that you're still paying for that too. God.
Baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you.
I agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand.
You don't get to kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them.
Can.
Should we kill the kids in foster care? And
why not?
This is the most idiotic, stupidest shit. You know, I gotta stop cursing. This is the most idiotic, stupidest thing that I've ever seen, bro. One of them. Should we delete the kids that are in foster care right now? She said, why not? You're advocating to delete little children who are alive and well and out of the womb just because they are in foster care. Listen, if any of y'all come across, and this is for the men and for the women, if you come across somebody like this with this mindset that this young lady has, that is in this brown shirt and cream colored jacket. Stay far away from these people. Stay far away from these people. You don't want nothing to do with nobody like this. Because quite frankly, they are idiots. Who the hell would be saying, and she knows that is a camera on her, so you know for a fact that she is not that bright. She says on camera, let's delete children just because they are in foster care. Because as a taxpayer, I should not be paying food stamps, WIC, etc. So we should just delete them, and women should get abortions because I don't want to pay for this stuff. You're still paying for it. You're paying for the abortions. Do people really think that abortions are free? That you just walk in there and just get them, and that nobody pays for it, and that nobody pays for this stuff? Seriously?
Why not? If that's the case,
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
who's going to take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them.
This is nonsense. Yo, I don't even know if I even want to finish this, bro. Like, this is nonsense.
Who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned
Because they're going to have a bad life.
and we should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then.
Just don't have sex.
Facts.
That's not even logical.
It is.
What do you mean it's not logical? It's not logical to not have sex. It is very, very logical. Close your legs. Men, do not pull out your penis. It's very, very logical. Do a lot of people do it? No. And I'm not the best advocate for that either. But one thing that I can tell you is that I am responsible.
Already told you he doesn't want to be with you.
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
Who's going to take care of them? I need to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
Statistics before you come to me talking about pro-life.
We should kill the
This is
victims
ridiculous.
of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is. It is.
Who are you, Nancy?
I sound dumb.
You
sound dumb as. Okay.
It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that
you did.
View it's very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
No, you don't understand. The fact that any time that a relationship does not work out, or just because you aren't getting along with the child's father, that does not mean to just call Planned Parenthood and get an abortion. You don't understand. Maybe you just have a disregard for human life. And even if she does, that's fine by me. I just stay away from people like this. Clearly, this woman is an absolute idiot. I know that I ain't tripping.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Look at this crazy ass bitch. Let me rewind that one more time. Rewind it one more time.
Obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Oh, My people, my people. And I don't even know if this woman is a fully black woman. She doesn't sound like it. She sounds like she's Dominican. But what the news and what the media does is that they lump us all in together and they call us a person of color. So I'm gonna talk about it from this standpoint. We got to stop putting our hands on people. You know, I grew up in the hood just like the majority of black folks in America. And I've seen shit like this happen a lot and often, where whenever there's a disagreement or something like that, next thing you know, somebody ends up getting knocked the fuck out. This is what usually happens in black neighborhoods. And this young lady that was in the blue, you can you can tell that she's not used to being around Negroes. You definitely can tell. Because I could sense danger coming from that woman a mile away. A mile away, I could sense danger. When she started saying stupid shit about, let's just delete children who are alive and well just because I don't want to pay for food stamps and WIC. That's when you know this woman is not wrapped too tight. Let's go ahead and wrap up this interview. This interview is over with. Now, I get it. For a lot of times, you want to see how far things will go so that you can get the content. But with certain people like this, you know that they are complete morons. Just wrap this shit up. Listen, this interview is not going nowhere. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Hopefully they had caught this woman, man. Yeah, hopefully they did. She's telling the lady to suck her dick and shit like that. Man, get your ass. Man, hell no. Bet she wouldn't have did that shit on the motherfucking east side though. Hey, east side OKC. Hey, listen, y'all know she definitely had went over there and punched nobody in their damn face. She gonna get something coming right back at her. And it might not be no fist. You feel me? But I don't condone violence and I don't advocate for it.
Oh my god.
And this young lady probably has never been in a fight a day in her life. And all of a sudden, she just gets punched in the face by having a regular conversation with somebody. A disagreement, but overall, just a conversation. And look, the middle finger up, dancing. Oh no, listen, man. Stay away from people like this. Stay far away from people like this. Yo, this bitch is fucking disgusting, bro. Yo, stay far away from these people. Stay far away from people who act like that, man. Stay far away from them. You don't want nothing to do with these people, man. Nothing to do with them. Let me get some water real quick. All right, man. Next up. So, like I said, we're gonna be running through these topics pretty quick. Yo, if anybody out there wants to come up, man, definitely hit the link. If anybody out there wants to chop it up about any of the topics that I'm talking about, hit the link, man. I really don't mind being challenged. I really don't mind having an open discussion. I'm actually new to the whole YouTube thing, by the way, but you know, hit the link, man. Let's talk that shit. But anyways, we're gonna move on. Move on to the next one. Now, Terrence Howard. I am a fan of Terrence Howard. I like Terrence Howard a lot. I think The Hustle and Flow is one of the best movies of all time. Hustle and Flow will go down as a hood classic. But Terrence Howard was in a situation with Puffy, and I don't know if anybody has seen this before, but we gonna go ahead and watch it. We gonna we gonna go ahead and get into this. Let's go.
Unhealthy space. And, you know, there's a short life in
Why?
the
Why do you
acting
think that
world.
is? With the creative side, is
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You
That's a terrible position to be in. A terrible position to be in. Bro, just imagine if somebody was like, hey man, I'll give you a promotion if you just suck my dick. I'll give you a raise if you just tickle my asshole with your tongue. Imagine being in that situation. Fuck that. I don't like it.
know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card,
what is that? What do you mean by that?
you give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, when I was watching this for the first time, I had no idea that Terrence Howard was gonna go here. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know that Terrence Howard was this type of person because I never really had watched, like I never really seen Terrence Howard outside of his movies. Like I've never seen him in interviews and things like that. But Terrence Howard was spitting some real game on here, like some real game.
You're saying what I think you're saying?
Now I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You get
I'm
you
saying
you come
what
into this
I'm saying what I'm saying.
world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and being the do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
Man, hell no. You know what? This reminds me of the movie. There, there was a movie where some guys had ended up getting locked up, like they had went to jail over a murder that they didn't even do. I think the movie is called Lockdown or something like that. And one of the dudes that was in there, he was a little bit of a softy, you know what I'm saying? And the very first day that he had got into prison, boy, they tore his ass up. And literally, that's exactly what I mean. Like they literally had tore his ass up. And this young brother was never the same, was never the same. And I think, and I do believe that what Terrence Howard is saying is true, right? That whenever you give that part of you up and you aren't, a member of the LGBTQI LMNOP community, that does mess with you. That definitely does mess with you. I couldn't even imagine, let's say if there was a straight man who has never fondled with men or who has never been with men or who has never looked at men that way, right? But they decide that they gonna do something strange for a little piece of change. Maybe they decided, hey, I want this position at work, or hey, I want to get this money or something like that. And they say, and they do some things. I honestly do believe Terrence Howard, like that these dudes will never recover from that. I know for a fact that I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't be in that situation in the first place. Because God knows if anybody ever come at me like that, it's gonna be an automatic problem, an automatic issue. We not doing that, brother. We definitely are not doing that.
That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some over greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
Facts.
So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid, and next thing you know, once go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card,
Always, always maintain your man card. We ain't going out like that.
no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing,
PBD, like, whoa, I did not know that he was going here. PBD, I didn't either. I had no idea that he was going this way.
you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these
Mhm.
guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they
It means
started with.
nothing.
So it's like achieving don't mean anything.
Absolutely. It doesn't mean anything because I literally gave up the most important part of me. I gave up the most important part of me to receive this thing that I thought that I wanted, that I thought that I needed, but now it doesn't mean anything to me. That's a sad, sad spot to be in, man.
If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process, I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose
Mm-hmm.
my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in. No
Damn,
matter.
hold on, wait. Is that true? Let me look that up. 1,500 sperm per heartbeat. Look that up. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Dang. Terrence Howard was telling the truth. Dang. 1,500 sperm. So it's 1,500 sperm per second. Mm, close enough.
Matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell yeah.
consequences
I
when you
mean,
said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay,
Yeah, yeah. See, shit like that would have creeped me out, bro. Terrence Howard shows up to the man's house or hotel or wherever they at. Okay, so what's the material that you want to work on? And he just sitting there just staring at him. Oh hell no! Listen, automatic fade, bro. What are you looking at? What's going on?
hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what
Mm.
my assistant said. And I was like, oh,
Hey, listen. As soon as my assistant had would have said that, we done. We done. We don't got nothing else to talk about, brother. We done. We done. Like we so done that it's burnt. It's burnt the hell up. It's unrecognizable at this point. We done. Done it all. Done it all. Recipe Shawty Low.
oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication.
Facts.
Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth,
Mm.
threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction.
That's a fact. Yo, I don't care what nobody say, man. Listen, look, masculinity is not to be played with, man. Like, that's one thing that you don't play with whenever it comes to a real man, you know. And I'll leave it up to y'all to determine whatever a real man is. But I know what a real man means to me, and I know what a real man is to me. That's something that you don't fuck around with, bro. My masculinity, dog, it's not gonna be a pretty sight.
It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing. And have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that.
Yo, shout out to Terrence Howard, man. This is what I'm talking about. Yo, this is the type of masculinity that we need to get back to. This is what we need in our communities. We need men like this. I don't do certain things. I stand on principles. This is what I'm willing to do, and this is what I'm not willing to do. Point blank, period. Like, you're not about to throw a few extra dollars at me just so that I can do this and none of this. My no means no, and my yes means yes. Facts.
That shit. Because the man card means everything.
Yo, and to be honest with you, I didn't even see all of this interview. I just seen a little snippet here and there. But yo, I really like how Terrence Howard is talking right now. This is the type of energy that I'm on. This is the type of energy that I'm always on. Y'all might think this shit is sweet just because I stutter a little bit. Nah, homie. It don't go down like that.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the Chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi, everyone. My name is...
Oh, man. Shout out to Terrence Howard, man. Yo, I'm going to have to go back and watch it and watch that full interview. For sure, man, because it seemed like Terrence Howard was dropping some gems off in that thing, man. Shout out to Terrence Howard. All right, man. So I got one more topic that we're gonna run through real quick. I've been on for about 54 minutes. You know what I'm saying? About 4 minutes. Let's see. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I want to even go here with it. Anyways, I'll just give y'all the rundown because I do gotta run it and do something real quick. But Stephen A. Smith says that he's planning on running for president. I think that it'll be a great idea because let's say if he does become the presidential nominee for the Independent Party or for the Democratic Party, I think that it'd be awesome. Because J.D. Vance is going straight to the White House, and y'all already know which way that I lean. Conservative all the way, baby. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. This has been a fun show, but a quick show. But I did have a good time, man, and I hope that everybody continues to enjoy their Wednesday. It is a beautiful day here in the city of Oklahoma City, man, and I hope it's nice wherever y'all are tuning in from. Y'all have a good one, man. We out.
On the road, lately I've been on who I'm gonna rob if I don't blow. Yeah, these niggas really by my side, shit, I don't know. I got money.